All right. I had to start a little late because the audio was a little screwy. It might still be a little screwy. To kind of just summarize everything super quickly, I have no AC in my house. I have a fan that's really loud. It shouldn't be being picked up by my mic like at all because I've already made a pretty tight noise gate. But I can't like hear the music like at all. So even though it's playing, I can't tell how loud it is at all. So I kind of switched things around. I think I should be able to hear it a little bit more accurately, but because I noticed that there was something in the settings that I didn't really need. But even then, because I have so much of the fan noise in my ear as well as the music, I have no idea how loud it's going to be. I noticed that in the last stream, it was a little too loud. But that's just how it goes. All right. Let me try to think. So, in the last stream, I got down some colors. I mostly played around with values and finishing up the line art. Today we should be working on maybe just a bit of the rendering, probably the background. I think I should probably focus on doing the background this time around. I'd also like to go ahead and mention that on my Instagram, just a few hours ago, I posted a video that I worked pretty hard on. I do some paintings on it just for free. I mean, not free because none of it's paid for, but like in between doing the streams and I guess just like general art posts, I do like actual recorded streams or recordings, and then I do they just go straight into time lapse. They're not like time streamed on the archive channel at all. Anyways, so I'd appreciate it if you guys go check out that post. Give it a like if you end up liking the painting. If you don't have to. You know, whatever you feel like. Hold on. Let's see. All right. So here we are. Looking back at my recording of this stream, I really did like how I textured everything, and actually spending time in the value phase, just like getting a good contrast, really did remind me how important it is to kind of go for that neo-noir feel. Like it made me realize like I can really pull back on the amount of colors here. So whenever we get to that to the actual like rendering, I'm gonna try to not go too crazy into colors. I wanna dial it back. Sorry, I'm trying to look through my layers to find out where I'm at. Where's the background? Oh, that's where all of it's come from. Okay. Why is it all disappeared? Please come back. There we go. So maybe just make this real low. Okay, so this is the actual color that I want it to be as the base. And we can still keep that. I think we can work from here and then just continue to get progressively darker. Oh, hold on. I don't have my Chatterino up. I gotta keep an eye on that. Alright. Let's put this above and then just make it really light. Oh, I need the background details too. Where's the sketch layers? Let's take a shadow. Let's see light from below. Sorry. Maybe we don't need this then. We can just like work from the actual line art or sketch lines. Yeah. So this is all going to be just like painted directly on. So I think I could just go ahead and kind of just paint it on. So let me get my chalk brush. I do like using this chalk brush. All right, let's just jump into it. Actually, let's get the character out of the way. Is she in a group? She's not in a group. I gotta get a new mouse. It's starting to double click and it's driving me insane. Please. Okay. Pop. Oh no, the line art's still there too. What is this layer? Okay, that's the binoculars line art. Oh, highlights, okay. So we add all that in as well. So from here, all the way over here. Please stop double clicking, I'm begging of you. Oh, well, can I just do this with my... Okay, slowly working. Right in. That's screwing with the brightness bit. We can deal with that later. Wait, no, hold on. None of that worked how I wanted it to. Oh, I'm gonna lose my mind. Please just work correctly. I'm not asking a lot. Okay, now I think it's all good. Nope. Oh my. Fearsome scream. Why is... What is this? I guess this is like line art? Why is it all... I have so many layers I don't even know what they're for. I really gotta like spend some time after today organizing everything. Okay, so here to here. Literally all I'm trying to do is just get them all into one group. Ah. Okay, finally, I think I got it. No? Alright, I'm legit confused. I don't know what's going on with the layers, but it is not moving at all. Like, what even is this layer? But just have like multiple copies of the same line art? What? Oh, these are locked. Why did that happen? Oh. Okay, then where's the bottom line art coming from? Oh, okay. The background is merged to the character layer. That's why it's acting like that. Okay. Oh, goodness. Ah. It is way too hot for me to be getting this frustrated. Okay. Back to the chapter. We can actually get started. That was just a whole lot of me getting frustrated for nothing. Let me turn down how bright it is. If I can find the layer. There it is. Like real low. Just like this, just slightly there. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna like bulk everything, most of the like shadows in. Or most of like the actual form of everything in. I don't know if bulk's the right word I want to use, but that's what I'm using. Oh. Wait. It is separate. Here we go. I forgot. I didn't realize it was a group. All these groups and copies are gonna be the death of me. Okay. Trying to figure out how I want to build out the like 3D shape of everything. There we go. The lights were a little blinding and I couldn't figure out what I was even trying to draw on. Maybe actually, hold on. Leave that there. Let me put the liner. I think it might be a little better if I put the liner underneath the color. That way we can like slowly cover up what we need to. My little egg grip ended up exploding. So even the last one, I intentionally cut off the pen because I intentionally cut it off the pen because it was too tight for me to try to like wiggle it off. So I just cut it off. But this time it looks like it actually just exploded on its own because I didn't move it. I guess I cut the inside a little bit too much, so it wasn't strong enough to hold its own, which is actually kind of annoying. So it feels like a little unsteady now that I'm using it. So I took it off for a minute, and now my hand is starting to cramp up again. So I don't know what it is about these Wacom pens, but or actually this isn't Wacom. This is Huion, Huion. And they're it's a great tablet for the price. Like I think it was like $80, and it is huge. Like I had like the tiny little Wacom that everybody else gets for their first one, but then once I realized there were a lot more convenient sizes and other brands that are pretty solid that aren't Wacom, I knew I needed to get something different. The only issue is I don't think they have like pen grips. They don't have like their own pen grips that they make. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say. So it doesn't like they don't sell any that like snugly fit to exactly the dimensions of this pen. So I'm trying to like jury rig something myself. Nope. No, that one. And just a nice little plant. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's dial that back a bit. I'm gonna lose my mind. Stop moving around. Please. Just enough details to make it feel like a real gun. I don't know what this is. That's a gun, those are bullets, that's a plant, those are some books. Don't know what that is. I think it might have been cigarettes because I was thinking like detective's office, and every detective in any show is like a chain smoker. But this character wouldn't be. She is vampire. Vampires don't like fire. Maybe this could be like handgun ammo. I was just gonna write handgun on the side, but that feels a little cheap. Maybe some like legal mumbo jumbo on the side. There you go. Let me just do it like this. These are a little too straight for now. I'll make them messier and whenever I get like the basic shape down. All right. Who keeps their books completely well organized and straight? Certainly not me. They're just piled on my desk right now. Just like just like to break the shape a bit. Okay, I thought I clicked paintbrush. There we go. So just make it like slightly off angled. Nothing too crazy. This is probably one of those details where I definitely didn't need to spend this much time thinking about it. But I'm going to anyways. I'm not going to make it clean, but I'm going to spend just like 5 minutes to make it look a little bit more natural. Nobody keeps their books completely straight. That's crazy. It's crazy thought. Who has the time to organize books? In this economy? Maybe just make it a little shorter on this one. Yeah, it's too dense. Can make it like... Yeah, it's just enough texture, not too much. I don't want to spend like hours of trying to make each and every like line of the pages. Just get the texture right. Did want to also cut out the inside to be a little bit shorter than the rest of the book. Do that for all of them too. Hello? Something wrong with the pen? Whoa. There's a big lag on everything. Let me save. That was weird. This one could be, let's say, like just a really thick paperback. Just adding more variety. Hang on. Let me spin things around. There you go. There we go. All right, easy peasy. I'm just doing some of the details of the background. I think I'm going to do another layer to add more depth to each individual prop. Just a bit of rendering. Again, like I don't want the background to be too detailed. Because the only thing that I want, like, to actually, like, whatever is going on in the background. Or, sorry, the window. That's the only part that I think is actually, like, interesting. I'm gonna erase just enough room for the planer. And maybe just some of the leaves. Just like that much. What the? Oh my, stop spinning. Please, I'm begging you. Thank you. It's like a little succulent on the desk. I don't know what succulents look like. I don't actually know anything about plants. Aha! Just a second, let me check. There we go. And does it disappear from my camera? Yeah, it does. Sorry, last time I had a band bot, it didn't work as well as I wanted to. The message didn't seem to disappear, but it looked like I got that early enough or something. But yeah, just had to deal with that. There we go, planter. Easy, simple. It's a little tall, but we'll be alright. Yeah. It's like so small in the background. No one's ever gonna really. No one should point it out. Honestly, the Glock is a little small too. Ooh, let me put some detail on the book. Just like some random scribblings. Let me actually spend some time thinking of some stuff. Trying to think of some words. Just random background detail, but I think I'm trying to think, like, make them look decent. Kind of like at least reminiscent of a book you'd actually find in a bookcase. Obviously, I don't want anybody actually reading any of these things. Oh, hold on. Here, let's try this. There we go. And then just something small. We'll leave the cover bare. Okay. Some random scribblings. I mean, even from like a font, it does seem like a bit much. I didn't spend a long time on it, and still it feels like it's been too long. Now, I did notice that the window was a little low, like a little bit low, whenever I was doing the value stage. So let's try to cut it off at another level. Get the straight pen. We're just gonna follow the guide around here. This is, I think, a better spot for it to start. Oh, I also made it thinner, so let's try to go in like right here. Stop the guide. Why did it? Okay. There we go. So just copy the guide from there. Okay. So that's the borders of the window, and then I think room for like a bit of trim, maybe? Maybe I'm overthinking this. I'm definitely overthinking it, but we're gonna give me the freedom to overthink. These are gonna be like a guide of what to follow. Yeah. So we're gonna make that a little lighter so I know it's not actually supposed to show up. Then we're gonna continue on. So let me just do some more lines to get started. Okay. Then from there we can start the blinds. Sorry, 1 second. I don't know why I never do enough research on these things before it actually becomes an issue. It's like I spent all this time preparing and then I still forget. Blinds. Because I've always seen the image of somebody just like peering out a window through the slits of the blinds, but it's now occurring to me that I won't be able to show off as much of the background if I keep the blinds down. Unless I draw them in a way that's not very like regular house blinds. Like they'd have to be like very special house blinds that you would never see anywhere else. But I'm working on it. Let me just do like 2 seconds of research. Wooden blinds, but I like never see wooden blinds anywhere. It's always like the really cheap plastic ones that you can easily bend. Like those little crappy ones that get stuck in one place and then you end up having like screwed up blinds for the rest of your life. Because you like mess with you like straight up bent the plastic. This is always the issue. I have like an image in my head of exactly what I want, and then I look up the reality and it's nothing like what I imagined. So let's try. Yeah, let's just not be too hard on it. If it looks silly, if someone points it out, they're a bully, they're harassing me, and that's not okay. You're not allowed. Not me. Anybody else is fair game? Me? No. No. That's big bad. I am just a boy. The gaps in these blinds are going to be huge. All right, it's whatever. It's whatever. Nobody cares. Whoa. No, that angle's way too shallow. I wanted it like slightly more shallow, but not too shallow. Okay, like that. How does Twitch have so many bots? How does that look? It looks a little silly, but hold on, how did I do in the shading? The black and white version? Yeah, I think it's gonna look a little silly, but if I just hide it with shadows, it's actually gonna look just okay. Like, I think I'm just overthinking it. I need the guidelines. There we go. I forgot that I also have to do the other side of the window. I might have mentioned this the last time I was working on the windows. I forgot to draw the wall once when I was drawing a big window, and I still think about it. Like, I just forgot that the window was a 3D object. It was just like a hole in the wall. Not even a hole in the wall, because I forgot to draw like the actual wall itself, like the border. It's whatever. Oh, I think I know why it's looking a little kind of funky. I forgot to draw the window itself. See, I'm just a silly boy. Nope. Oh, wait a second. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, so that's where the window would start. I'm not sure how thick to make it. We're really in the weeds of this. Can we just leave it? I don't like leaving it when I know there's an issue. Deal with it before it becomes a problem. Okay. Then we can pop this back in. Then we get like the actual edge of where the blinds are supposed to be. Jesus, man, I spent way too much time thinking about this. Let me take off the guides, or sorry, like lower the opacity of the guides. There we go. I need a guide. I need a guide. I don't know what in my body just made me want to say, I need to guide these nuts. Some strange force compelled me. How's the guide? Not too bad. Should be able to get like most of the done, and then maybe start some rendering. Wrong layer. No, that's way too huge. Hmm. Yeah, how are we looking? Okay. This one on the bottom. It's like last rung, or I guess the first rung of blinds. It should be like looking different. I was originally thinking just like the regular plastic ones. That's why they're kind of just like piled up there. But like these kinds of blinds would have like a much thicker. Maybe we could just do that like that, just like it's like rolling in on itself, and we don't have to like talk about it. Like that. Yeah, that works for me. Then let me get the actual lines in. No, I forgot my mouse is screwed up. All right. So the window is base. Where is the So let's go ahead and delete this so we can get rid of some of the excess layers. All right, now we're back to this. Do detailing out the background. Oh, there we go. Oh my god. Oh, I was clicking. That's literally only my fault. All right. So this is like, okay. What is it? What is going on? Calendar. Oh wait, this is the actual layer. Let me not do that. Okay, so these are just like general photos and like notes. I'm gonna say this is like a scribbled note that she left for herself. This is this character, she is so dedicated to the police. She does it as part of their job for them. So she like actually like makes notes of like everything she sees, and like sometimes she'll like leave them for the police department. And she's kind of like this figure where like they don't really know what to do with the information she drops. Some of them are like immediately actionable, where it's like, you know, actual criminal activity, and then some of it's just like they can't really they don't know if they can use the information because they know it came from a source that isn't like actually an arm of the law. I don't know what to call it, but it's like that kind of evidence where it's typically inadmissible because it was retrieved by like means outside of the arms of the government. You know, like stolen information or like hacked information. I think I'm not like actually into law, so I don't know anything about it. It's just stuff I've seen on TV. But more than anything, she like actually monitors the police themselves. There is a bit of like she tries to keep them honest and like tries to spread information on who's dirty to the right people in the police department. Specifically, I'm in this like little area that I'm making up in my head. It's like basically a James Gordon where he's the only good cop in a really like an extremely dirty place. So she tries to protect the only good cop by dropping information on, you know, who's about to like stab him in the back and who's about to like release information, that kind of stuff. That's what she does in her free time because she's a super cool person. Follow the law. Did it autosave? I was just about to save like normally, and I think it auto-saved right when I did that. Let me get this line, and I go straight up to the ceiling. Okay. I don't know what this is. We can say that's like a receipt. I don't know why I made like a rectangle. She's like just like getting information together. She's following some suspects. And then obviously like she does stuff like this just for like regular Masquerade breaks, and she's the sheriff. She's like constantly investigating newly made vampires. Or vampires that are outside of the tower. When she's not constantly at the prince's beck and call for whatever formalities he has or whatever game he's playing. Because that would be one of the issues, that is that this is that Mahsa is a very good sheriff in what she does. The only issues is the Camarilla of this local area would be very working against her because she's Banu Hakim, and not everybody in that locality would be extremely trustworthy towards her clan. They would still have like very like old school ideas of what the clan was, the, you know, like the Asamites and being only assassins, and also not part of the Camarilla until V5. Or yes, I think it's like 2008 or whatever it is, like in canon. And so like, even though she's very good at her job and very dedicated to actually preserving the Masquerade, she has to work against like the actual system that she's supporting in the first place, which actually does cause her to like question whether or not she should even be loyal, or as loyal as she is. And it reminds her of her time in Iran, where she was like the royal guard, and you know, she never questioned her duty. And now that she's spent so much time and, you know, had to have left her country, it makes her think of some of the same questions. But again, I don't know. I'm not any kind of expert in that time period, and I don't want to make any generalizations of that era that I think would get me, would be offensive to anybody who actually is aware of the history or even comes from the history. But yeah. Then there are also like some of the vampires in the Camarilla were actually just people from 2000 who were affected in 2001. So they just like generally don't like quote unquote her kind. And it would be very, you know, up in the air whether or not they mean her clan or her, you know, being an Iranian. Despite, you know, the complexities of that situation, you know, them being Saudi Arabian and not, we all know this, you know. I don't think this is new ground for people who are familiar with the politics. And then you pile on top of that, specifically the prince that she's the sheriff to is a Malkavian, who particularly enjoys kind of setting everybody, even within the Camarilla, against himself. So like he'll set anarchs against anarchs, but also he likes, you know, setting Camarilla or certain factions within the Camarilla that are against him against other Camarilla agents, or will intentionally screw them over and set them against anarchs, anarch ambushes. And the thing is, he has so much information on everybody, and so many spies within the Camarilla that no one has the guts to actually like call him out on any of it. So he's just like a kid, I forget the phrase, I think it's like baby with a hand grenade. Like he just has the power to like do so much damage, and no one is able to stop him from doing it. This is her crazy cork board. Yeah, I liked spending a lot of time making these characters and ideas. That's always been what I've had a lot of fun with. It's what whenever one of my friends recommended me the Vampire the Masquerade games to get into, I gave it a shot because like I once I started doing just a little bit of like just skimming the backstory of a lot of the clans and all that, I was like, oh, this is exactly my area. Something about like multiple alien races or multiple species with like different traits and all that. It always gets me, like it gets my creative brain going. I read somewhere, I always had this idea, and then I think Mark Brunet also made a video that was like exactly the same point that I like to make, which is sometimes having constraints in art or having barriers in your art actually makes you more creative. Where it's like, if you can only, I have a hard time playing a game like Minecraft because you can do like anything in Minecraft. So I need somewhere where there's like an actual border for me to be like actually creative. So like, even though I'm an artist, I spend all my time being creative. It's like I need to make borders for myself to act within. And I'm sure you can do that in Minecraft. That's just, it's just, you know, I am the way I am. Hold on, let me try to do something a little different with this one. Trying to make it look like it's a camera from below and he's getting into a car. But it's also like a stick figure, so it's like it doesn't really matter. I think I just went all over the place with my topics. Someone needs to calm me down. What does that look like without the guides? Crazy person's corkboard. I need to put more details on some of those notes down there. I just double saved. It's getting it's saving really slowly now that everything's so needlessly complex. Ooh. Hey, thanks for following. Really appreciate it. Just working on my little vampire drawing right now. Getting all this background detail. Getting a crazy person's corkboard. Having a lot of fun. Let me see if I can pop in the vampire for a second so you can see it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh no. Here we go. I combined way too many things together. I really gotta organize everything. That's not it. That's it. And why are these sketch lines coming up? So yeah, this is just the character I'm working on. I'm trying to get all the background details in, and then we can finally like start to like put in all the colors. Or I'm gonna try to keep it really subtle with the colors. We're gonna go for kind of like a neo-noir detective type of vibe. I already finished a huge cup of coffee. That's embarrassing. But yeah, all that's being worked on. That was really sour. Okay. Just like need enough detail on these things so they look like they're not just empty boards of nothing. I really like doing the Banu Haki. They're really fun. I like that my favorite part of V5, at least as far as I could tell, I hope this doesn't make any of the like real hardcore VTM fans, Vampire the Masquerade fans, like upset with me, but like I really like how flexible they made everybody. Like I think there were very clear villains. I mean, according to like the I don't know, the methodology, like the tone of Vampire the Masquerade. They've always said that like no matter what, at best these are villains. Like every character in Vampire the Masquerade has to be a villain. That's like always been the vibe. So like even the good characters have like some like darkness to them. But there were like a lot of like clans that were like very clearly there was like no way for them to be remotely good characters. Like Tzimitzi, like even with V5, like it's still really hard to think of a good, nice Tzimitzi character. Or nice enough, at least, to like be compatible with like other characters. If you want to make a villain Tzimitzi, insanely easy. Like very, very, very easy. But making a Tzimitzi that's like sort of gray, maybe they actually do some positive, like that's extremely tough. The Ravnos were also one where it was just, not only was it a little like insensitive to like the culture that they were pulling from, and I know like I've seen a lot of their like people who are old school try to defend it. You know, they're not actually really this and that. You can do this and that to make them a little bit better. It's like, it's still pretty clear what it was and why. Trying to make like a dead body, like this is like a crime scene photo. And I think this V5 has been done a really good job of clearing some of those like mistakes, or not, maybe not necessarily mistakes, but they're just like, I don't know, awkward. Like, I'm trying to think of the word for like whenever there's some just like old school thing that whenever you bring it to the present, like you realize like, oh, this was really like badly toned towards like this certain people or whatever. But yeah, Banu Haki included, where it was just like they were like a clan of nothing but assassins, and them being like a very clearly Middle Eastern themed clan, like they are the Middle Eastern themed clan. That's a little messy. That's a little like, hey, you know, not the best look. Granted, even if everybody's supposed to be like a villain, everybody's supposed to be evil, the way that it was like very obviously coded was, you know, it's a little nasty. And they clear a lot of that up. They make them a lot more flexible. In fact, I think the Banu Hakim in this one, in this edition, is really like, you can very easily make lawful good characters if you wanted to, as lawful good as a vampire could be. I do think that's actually an issue that I ran into, where I accidentally made pretty much all the vampires lawful good, or at least some flexibility of good. I don't think I made any character that was like very openly evil, except for maybe the Tzimitzi. And even now, when I try to challenge myself to see if I can make a Tzimitzi that could be at least a little positive. And then this character, I think, is like almost completely good. I think she is only evil in that she is very dedicated to the Camarilla. So it's less that she's evil, but more she's just loyal and to something that maybe she shouldn't be loyal to. And even then, she's actually I do think of her as maybe considering that maybe that loyalty should be moving away from the Camarilla. Maybe she should be becoming aware that she has put her faith in the wrong people. And I think it's just because like the character I made, I liked it so much where I was just like, I don't want this character to be somebody I couldn't justify or I couldn't stand behind. Not because of like fear of anything, but more just like I want to like my own characters. I think that maybe that's also why some people like push really hard to justify like villains. Like in comics, you see it a lot where it's like the villains always have like a justifiable or a very justifiable reason for their actions. Especially in like modern comics. In old comics, it was just like, you know, they want to rule the world, mwahaha. But now it's like, I wanted to delete half the planet because of environmental reasons, basically. And I think maybe that comes from like a lot of people want the character that they write to at least be something they could look back on. Now that it's coming out of my mouth, I'm gonna take a step back and let me stop overthinking it a bit. Because I don't think people who wrote the people who wrote Thanos' character, even in like this rendition of Thanos' character, where he isn't just like obsessed with death. I don't think they were like, oh yeah, people are actually gonna stand behind Thanos, like positively, like they're gonna be on Thanos' side. They're gonna be like, hey, Avengers, you guys are the bad guys now, because Thanos is good. He's just trying to save the planets, or the universe, actually. So maybe my own example works against itself. Come on. This is just a normal calendar. I can draw like dogs on it. How many rows would it be for a month? Maybe like 5 rows? Let's not think about it too much. Let's do like, this is like notes. This is just like the month in big letters. Let's say it's November. That says November. Trust me. Trust. Then we split it into 5. 2, 3. Please, 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 I beg of you. There we go. And then, oh god, that would have to be like split into 7 ways? Oh wait, I have a calendar behind me. Yeah, 7. Oh, so this is gonna suck. Oh wait, hold on. So just from here to here. They don't have to look pretty. They just have to look reasonable. That's 6. But no one's gonna care. We're okay. I'm just like scribbling on notes. I was going to draw like cute dogs, but I feel like that's taking too much from the mood of the piece. Let's try to just like keep it like some general like mountains. Because usually that's what's on like cheap calendars anyways. Just like some general nice landscape. Or pets. There's plenty of like pet calendars. But this feels right. And some trees. Happy little trees. I made a off tickets. My hotkeys aren't working. What was that? What just popped on my screen? That freaked me out. I really hope that wasn't something bad. Like telling me that I deleted my file or something. Hang on, let me check my stuff real quick. Yeah, it looks like everything's streaming just fine. All right. I think that might be the only other thing on this wall. Let me pull up the notes. Yeah, I was just under that. And then the character's like standing like right here where this begins, so we shouldn't really have to worry about that. Maybe just pull it just to double check. Yeah, she's like middle of that. From there we can finish like chaining everything. Whew, that took a long time. I just saved again, even though I already saved like 2 seconds ago. Can you turn back on the shadows and everything? So after this stream is done, I'm definitely gonna go back, like reorganize all my layers. Lately, I've been spending a lot less time doing that. It just feels... I think I can kind of skip that step and not really worry too much about like naming and grouping everything properly. And now it's, I think because this one is so cluttered, because there's so many layers that I have to work with. I can delete the background sketch line art, I think, now. Let's just turn it off for now. We'll for posterity. And then the yellow. Oh, hey. Thanks for rating. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of people. I'm just working on a drawing that I've been working on for the past few weeks. Really appreciate it. Let me pull up the characters so you see what this is gonna look like. Let's see. Discord so alert. Go around and say hi to new people. Hello. I'm trying to find all the layers. There we go. The character that I'm working on right now. Let me see if I can layer underneath. So yeah, I'm trying to look very shadowy, dark. Just rated you. I just want to let you know a little bit of a community. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep working on this. Let me see. I think I want to try to get like the buildings that are gonna show up in the window worked out a bit. Cause that's very fun. There we go. There's my chalk brush. So we're gonna go with a very light red. I want to know it look like almost the entire like sky outside of this window is like burning red. just like as a base color. Oop. Slipped. Like the sky is burning outside. Especially since this apartment that she's like sitting in is like so dark. I want to look like her hideout is darker than the night outside. Okay. And then we're just gonna like draw in some buildings outside. Hey, thanks. I really appreciate it. I'm not a super great with digital art. It takes me like forever in order to get anything done, but I have a lot of working on it. Like I got you guys here. I may as well let you know that I do have an Instagram where I post a lot of my more finished art. So if you want to see what all my stuff looks like whenever it's getting actually close to being done, go and check that out. I just posted something earlier today that was that I've been working on for a pretty good while. Honestly, cities are never too difficult whenever they're at this like distance, because it's just like square rectangles, and then you just gotta like change the height every now and again and just put in windows. It's still they end up looking solid. It's like they don't take a lot to look decent. Like you just need like the right vibe of it, and people will like get it. They'll like figure out what you're trying to go for. Like your brain will like do all the rest of it. I was like using the watercolors brushes for clouds. And let me also, what if everything into a group, or at least the background into a group? Put that into a group. Then we make a layer on top. Make it an erase. Let me grab like something really clean. Let's do this brush. Then we just like take chunks out of it for the blinds. That way we can like still edit it and it'll still be one little painting, but we won't like actually do it. Non-destructive editing. And then we can just like cut the blinds in. There you go. So you can like actually cut the lines and then I can just turn it off. Oh, well, it would be faster if this painting wasn't so huge and now it's lagging my computer. I really need to clean up some of these layers because it's like slowing everything down. I have a pretty solid computer. It's just so many layers that half of them don't do anything. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, like I was saying, like sometimes your brain will like automatically do like half the work for you when it comes with art. So like you can just get like the texture right. You can just get like the feel of the things right, and like your brain just fills in everything else. So, like even though I only took like 5 seconds to do the city, like it still feels right. And that's why I love whenever I figure out those like little tricks that just like speed everything up. And make you look like you spent a lot more time than you really did. The secret is I'm actually not a good artist. It's all a lie, just don't tell anybody. Let me turn this down a bit. That way I can actually see what I'm erasing. It really does feel like that like all the time. Like you're just like lying about being a good artist, but nobody can correct you on it. What's that called? Imposter syndrome? And I gotta like tell everybody like, oh, okay, like thanks for the compliments, but also, you know, like, just take it easy, you know, like nothing crazy. But you can work on that. Yeah, you just fake it until you make it. But eventually you learn that it's just sometimes your brain doesn't want to have confidence. You got to like build it yourself, and eventually you do reach to the point where you're like, actually, I am a good artist, and it's not just like me lying to people. It takes a while, but you know, it gets there eventually. All right, I can turn the layer back on. There we go. Now if it actually fits in, I'm really happy with that. I always get like so nervous whenever I start like anything on his face. It's like I'm ruining it. Every single like stroke I make, I'm like, oh, this is the worst thing I've ever done. And then like it actually like starts to come together. I'm like, oh, I actually knew what I was doing the entire time. There we go. Cut a little bit more of the window trim. I might play around with the outside even more because I kind of want that to be like this secondary focus. So the main focus is the main character. Let me snap to full screen. I said snap to full. But I also want like first you look at the character, then you look outside the window, then you might look at the background and notice all the weird details. And it's very dark too, and I'm liking that. I only have about like 20 more minutes before I'm gonna call it quits. Just a little bit more playing around with layers. Let me get my chalk brush. I love using the chalk brush. This is gonna be, let's do like that. Get the brush. Okay. Make it bigger. Now how are we gonna do this? I'm gonna like softly just brush it into the sky. Maybe it's like right here too. That's not a eraser. There we go. Better. Let's turn it a little bit more. And what if I make it a screening? I don't know what screening does, but it does something different. These blending modes don't make any sense to me, but I use them anyways. Just like a little bit of glow. Come on, move, 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 move. There we go. This might be a bit overblown. Do I already have a layer for this? Oh. Yeah, it's already on. So let me see if I can add it to the window, to the wall. Make it a huge brush, just like that. Oh, we'll see if I can make this work. Let's just give it a second. That actually kind of works. Hold on. Lighter on the side. Make it a little wider. And then make it a hard light. Hard light. Overlay. No, lighten. Nope, definitely not lighten. We'll find it. Jesus. Okay. Hard light, and then we like tamper it down. Just give like it a soft glow. No, I think I'll really lower it. Just like a very faint window itself. I might turn that off later because I think I want to keep it really dark. But right now, I think it's nice touch. I like playing with effects. It's something I can't really do with regular traditional art. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll learn subtlety later. I really appreciate you guys dropping by. Thanks for the raid. I'm afraid I already forgot who did the raid, but whoever it was, I really appreciate it. Let me see what's going. I'm gonna do just a bit of rendering. Let's see if we can do some rendering on the face. Okay. Let's grab this color. Let me pull up the reference as well. So this is the character that I'm doing the art of. It's a vampire character I designed. Let me go down. Shadow streamers. I appreciate it. I'll make sure to check the logs when I'm all done with the stream. Again, I really appreciate it. Let's see. I want her to have. She has a very reddish skin, so I want to make sure I keep that. Very like some reds, some purples. So I think for the shadowy areas, we're gonna do a little bit of purple, like a bit of desaturated purple, not like a bright purple. Maybe make it a multiply layer. chalk brush. There we go. Way smaller. There we go. That's the one. And I do like that color too. And then I said it would multiply. Yeah, you guys were real nice about the raid. Thank you for that. I really appreciate you guys stopping by, and you know, feel free to check out any of my links down below. There's just the YouTube if you guys want to check out any of my other stuff, and Instagram would be the best place if you just want to see like my art and what I'm working on. Or, you know, stop by anytime. I do this every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just however you guys want to do it. I appreciate you guys taking the time to hang out with me. Oh, thanks for following me. I really appreciate it. Oh, wrong brush. Make it a little sharper. She's got a very pointy nose, but for some reason I'm making it a little too round. Yep. What just happened? Oh, never mind. I'm freaking out for nothing. What layer was I just on? Oh, I can't remember what layer I was on. This is the issue with having too many layers. Where was I? Oh, here we go. All right. What's going on here? Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. That's why nothing was working right. There we go. Just trying to get just the right amount of softness on the face. Not too harsh, not too light. Faces can be really annoying like that, where you got to be real careful with like any single harsh line you do, because it will make the character age like instantly, like 100 years. Let me get the under the eye. Oh, I'll dial it back. I'll dial it back. I did that on purpose. Oop, 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 oop. Hold on. It's smaller. I want a little bit of a softer transition. There we go. Let's dial this back to like... There we go. There we go. It's kind of looking like she's looking at the she's looking at a light from down below. Jesus. Might be because I have the light underneath her nose, and that's why it's not 100% perfect. So let's like try to flip the colors, flip the shading. I mean. And then get like the shadow of the upper lip. And just try to blend it in. Okay, now I think I'm getting the shading right. Yeah, I just need to blend it in a little better. Or the lighting is right. I also do want to add like a little bit more of a yellow tone. What happens if I make this normal? It needs to be like slightly darker, but I do want to preserve some of the like color. Nope. That makes it brighter. That looks interesting. Yeah, it's a little bit more color than the multiply. Yeah, multiply just makes it like dark. But I'm trying to look. I think an overlay. I don't know why I'm slurring so much. I think the overlay preserves a little bit more of that red color, and that's really nice. I think it's like multiplying just the reds, like the shared tone. Let me see if I can get some of the yellow in too. Just like a warm sandy yellow, not like a very like saturated primary yellow. Like it's like a sand area. Just like for the highlights. And really just take it softly. Can we do like a hard light? How does that look? Yeah, it makes it a little bit more orange than yellow, but I think that's actually okay. There we go. Then let's try to like tone it down. I think it's missing just a bit of the... Oop. Let me try to grab this color again. I think because the chin doesn't have any hard shadow on it, so it's looking a little uneven. That's not what I was trying to do. There we go. What? Why am I on a straight line brush? There we go. Just like a slightly hard shadow. All right, I think I'm about to stop for the night. Let's just take a look back. Ooh, okay. Turn off the little guide reference. And let me deselect the colors, so we can look at it without being ants. Let me turn down the shadow just a bit. She looks like an evil villain, which I guess she's a vampire, so that's okay, but yeah, it's looking nice. I like the very bare framework of the city. I think I'm gonna clean it up just a bit. I do want it to be a little messy because, you know, it's not really the focus. I just want like it to be like the main source of like color. But I do want it just like a little bit cleaner. Maybe just design the buildings a little bit better, because I think it's kind of just like, we'll see. I'll try working on it a little bit more tomorrow. For the rest of tonight, I'm just gonna be reorganizing all the layers to make sure like I don't have any unnecessary duplicates, and maybe slim down the file size a little more. I mean, I really don't have like my computer's pretty darn good, but I guess piling the streaming on top of it is making, and it being such a big file is making it so slow. Let's see what else. Yeah, so we can get into like the actual shading the background and doing a little bit of rendering on the background, so you can have some levels to the individual objects there. Oh, I got a notification for the guy following me. Thanks again for anybody who was here for the raid. I really appreciate it. It's Shadow Streamers. I don't know anything about them, but I'm going to be looking into them after I'm done with the stream. I really appreciate the raid and the conversation I was able to have. I really appreciate it. All right, let me just do my plugs and we'll call it a night. So go ahead and check out my Instagram. I made a really big post that's pretty I mean, it's just like a really nice painting, just like the skull painting that I did. I really love editing those little 1 minute long videos where you can see like all the work that I put into it, and how it looks at the end. I think this one is really good. Anyways, yeah, so just please check it out. I'll also post a YouTube video in just like a second, like probably again after the stream. So check out my YouTube channels. I have a time-lapse channel where you can watch all of my streams in just like 5 minutes. Everything just sped up to a time-lapse, as well as some of these videos that I don't stream, that I just record for fun. Those also get uploaded into the time-lapse channel. Then there's also my archive if you want to catch up and actually sit there for the rambling that I go into. I don't think I've embarrassed myself too much yet, but I also don't like to think about what I did in the past because it's always going to make me cringe. Check out my DeviantArt if you feel like seeing some older art. It is getting very close to being up to date with all of my regular art. Like I've started to like backlog everything so I can post them a little bit easier, and I am almost completely done. It's almost caught up. We're getting there. I post a little bit more often than once a week, 4 days to be specific. So a week and a half. Yeah. No, it doesn't matter. So yeah, check out the DeviantArt. I also really appreciate that. Very, very soon, I'm going to be putting up my commission sheet. I'm just doing some more editing on the looks of it. So I'm going to be open for commissions pretty soon. They're probably going to be traditional with a bit of digital. That process of going traditional and editing it in digital, I've really like streamlined, so I should be able to like actually output a decent amount of work. As long as I actually get buyers. I don't want to get my hopes too high up, but you know, I'm going to be posting about that real soon once I get it into it. The Etsy shop will be open soon. I am testing out another batch of products. Once that gets done, I think I'll have like no excuses, and I'll know that it has a solid shirts, it has a solid premium shirts, stickers, obviously the art prints. There's like 2-3 different types of art prints. Yeah, so Etsy's gonna be open very soon. Commission's gonna be open very soon. Instagram, YouTube, DeviantArt, obviously my Twitch. I'll be here next week at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time if you want to watch again. I should be pretty consistent doing this weekly. The only things that are going to come up is I do have a concert to go to. I think Hamilton actually is the I'll be going to in May something. So that'll be the only like week I shouldn't have to skip unless some issues come up. My air conditioning isn't working, so who knows, maybe my internet router will explode. I don't know. But anyways, that should be it. Thank you for being here, even if it was only here for like a few seconds, even if you're only watching the stream archive or a time lapse. I appreciate anybody that takes like 5 seconds out of their day to give me attention. I thrive off of attention. Yeah. Hope you guys have a great night.